Driver and about what allegedly happened this weekend. This is a photo of that driver. His name is Herman Jioking. Police say the 39-year-old raped a woman while he was driving her home Saturday night. Now, according to court documents, she got in that Uber at a restaurant called Loco in South Boston.
A recent criminal case in Boston has reignited concerns over the safety of rideshare services. A 39-year-old Uber driver, Herman Jioking, has been accused of raping a female passenger during a late-night ride in February 2025.
At the end of the one-mile ride to her home, she told police that he got in the back seat and raped her. Her roommate was using an app to track her and ran out when she saw she was outside. That roommate then called 911, police say, after seeing movement in the back seat and making eye contact with a man. Now, when police questioned the driver, they say he told them he knew the victim was highly intoxicated. She appeared to fall asleep at some points during that ride. And upon the arrival to the victim's destination, he did enter the back seat of the vehicle, but he did not remember whether he had any sexual contact with the victim. Now, the state has now suspended the suspect's certificate.
This case has not only shocked the local community, but has also prompted discussions on rideshare safety regulations.
Because on Uber, you can see who the driver is and where you're going. So I send a snap, especially if I'm taking one late at night. I send a snap so that someone has information of where I am.
Below is a detailed account of the incident, legal proceedings, Uber's response, and the broader implications of this alarming event.
I think scary. Boston police investigating a rideshare rape. The woman telling police she ordered the Uber ride Saturday night around 11:45. The pickup point, South Boston, and she was trying to go home. But police say during that ride, the victim was sexually assaulted by the Uber driver. And the next day, investigators went to the 39-year-old driver's Brighton home, arresting him and charging him with rape. An Uber spokesperson writing to 7 News, "We are sickened by what has been reported. Sexual assault is a tragic crime, and we banned the driver from the Uber platform as soon as this was reported to us. We've been in touch with police and will continue to do whatever we can to support their investigation."
The incident. The alleged assault took place on February 22, 2025, when a woman ordered an Uber to take her home from a bar in South Boston. According to police reports, the victim was highly intoxicated when she entered Jioking's vehicle around 11:45 p.m. Upon arriving near her home, Jioking allegedly stopped the car, moved to the backseat, and sexually assaulted the victim. The victim's roommate, who noticed the car parked for an unusual amount of time, saw movement inside the vehicle and became suspicious. When the victim finally made it inside her apartment, she was distraught and had torn clothing, prompting the roommate to call 911. Arrest and investigation. Authorities were able to trace the ride using Uber's trip records and arrested Herman Jioking at his residence in Brighton on February 23, 2025. According to reports, Jioking admitted to moving into the backseat with the victim, but claimed he did not recall if any sexual contact took place. Investigators collected DNA evidence, reviewed security footage, and interviewed the victim and witnesses.
An Uber driver by the name of Herman Jioking took advantage of his passenger before dropping her off at her home on Saturday night. Court documents state that was put in the Uber by her friends that night after leaving a bar on West Broadway Street, reportedly highly intoxicated. About 10 minutes later, Jioking allegedly stops the car and moves to the back seat and forces himself on the victim. The incident, a chilling reminder for those in the area.
These pieces of evidence played a crucial role in building the case against Jioking. Legal proceedings and charges. Jioking has been charged with rape, a serious felony offense under Massachusetts law. During his February 28, 2025 court appearance, the judge ordered him to be held without bail pending further hearings. His defense attorney argued that there was insufficient evidence to prove that the act was non-consensual, but the prosecution emphasized the victim's intoxicated state, the witness account, and physical evidence recovered from the scene. Jioking is scheduled to return to court in March 2025 for further proceedings. If convicted, he faces a potential life sentence under Massachusetts' strict sexual assault laws. Uber's response to the incident. Uber has responded to the incident by stating that safety remains a priority for the company. The rideshare service has implemented several safety measures over the years, including real-time GPS tracking of rides, in-app emergency features allowing passengers to alert authorities, background checks on drivers before they are allowed on the platform, audio and video recording options during rides. Uber also confirmed that Jioking has been permanently banned from the platform and that they are cooperating fully with law enforcement. However, critics argue that Uber's screening process and safety features are still inadequate, especially in preventing incidents involving intoxicated passengers and late-night rides. Community and legislative response. This case has sparked outrage in Boston, with many calling for stricter regulations on rideshare services.
Uber user, and I think it was just a big reminder of like when you're out drinking not to go alone. So I think everyone's in the mindset right now of like telling your friends, giving the heads up of like maybe Uber's not the best option, or if you are doing it, make sure you're with a friend.
Definitely let people know that I'm getting in an Uber first so they can track, and definitely let them know that I'm home safe or not.
Uber.
City officials, including Boston City Councilor Ed Flynn, have proposed new safety measures such as fingerprint background checks for all rideshare drivers, mandatory dash cams in Uber and Lyft vehicles, stricter oversight by local authorities to monitor drivers. Flynn has also called for a city council hearing to discuss potential new laws that would improve passenger safety. The impact on rideshare safety policies. This case is not the first time a rideshare driver has been accused of sexual assault, but it serves as another stark reminder of the risks passengers face. Rideshare safety experts suggest the following precautions: verify driver details before entering a vehicle, share ride details with friends or family, sit in the back seat and stay alert, avoid rides when heavily intoxicated without a trusted companion. Advocacy groups for women's safety and sexual assault survivors are using this case to push for increased rideshare safety awareness campaigns.
On Street in Boston, the driver allegedly brought his female passenger to a secluded spot here in Cambridge, locked the car doors, jumped into the back seat, hitting and strangling the woman before allegedly sexually assaulting her.
A ride that started with a pickup in Boston, police say ended with an assault in Cambridge. Tonight, a 46-year-old Boston man facing charges of rape and kidnapping.
Now I do since I heard of the incident, but before I thought it was pretty safe.
The allegations against Herman and Gufak Geoking have once again raised serious concerns about rideshare safety, driver screening, and the potential vulnerabilities of passengers, particularly those who are intoxicated. As the legal proceedings unfold, this case will likely continue to influence discussions on rideshare regulations and passenger protections. While Uber and other rideshare companies emphasize their commitment to safety, cases like this highlight the ongoing need for vigilance, better security measures, and stricter enforcement of rideshare policies to prevent such tragic incidents from happening again. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.